Hi everyone, welcome to another video. My name's Alyssa. If you're new here, I'm a second year medical student in Arizona, and today I just thought I'd make a little video about my experiences living off campus in medical school. So I just thought I'd give you some of the pros and the cons to it. We'll start with the pros. There are fewer of them. Some of the pros are, number one, the housing is more affordable typically off campus, which is nice. And then it's nice to kind of have that time to decompress when you're driving home from school or to school. Like if I have an exam in the morning, it kind of gives me time to actually have my nerves go away and I can listen to music and kind of just get in the zone. So that's actually pretty nice. It's also a good time to be able to call family or friends, but it only kind of works out if they have flexible schedules. So because the times that I'm driving to school are weird times like 7 a.m. or 10 a.m. or sometime in the early afternoon, not a lot of people who have typical jobs would be able to talk at that time. So anyway, but that is kind of a pro. And then another pro is that you kind of have a different community that isn't related to medical school or anywhere around campus. So I have kind of different friends in my neighborhood, and that's actually really nice. It's nice not to have everything completely revolving around school. So let's move into the cons. It is really challenging to live so far away from school at times. At times, like if there are two exams that are close together in timing, I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time driving back and forth home. And sometimes it can get really stressful with traffic and traffic being bad, and I don't like driving in traffic. I'm not from a big city originally, so driving in crazy traffic scares me a lot. So it can be honestly pretty exhausting by the time I get home after, driving to and from school in the traffic that day and studying all day or exams or whatever. It can be really exhausting and draining. And then I guess some other things. Oh yeah, okay, I have my list over here. So it's harder to become friends with people on campus or who live close to campus, and it's harder to just become closer to people because you live so far away. So I think medical school can feel a lot lonelier if you live really far away, and that's been the case for me. And then also like clubs and obligations and being involved on campus becomes a lot more challenging because I try to kind of schedule things around the days that I need to be on campus, but that kind of excludes me from being involved in certain things. And yeah, it's just hard because I try to save myself the trip from going to campus, but sometimes it'd be nice to be able to go to things or to go to club meetings or this and that, but I just don't really want to drive to school. Another con is, say I have an exam at 7 in the morning and then I have an OSCE at 5 p.m. That would mean I would be best to stay on campus all day long rather than come home and go back to school. So it can be really just boring being on campus all day long and studying in the library or wherever I decide to study, and dealing with meals and packing lunches and that kind of stuff. So I feel like in that sense it would have been really nice to live on campus. You expect this sort of thing, but I wish before I had selected a medical school that I would have seen how many days I needed to be on campus, or at least it would have been nice to have known how often I would be commuting to campus before either we made the decision to buy the house or before I made the medical school decision. But anyway, that's another story. Because you are driving, more often, there is just less time to be involved in hobbies that you enjoy doing or less time to study. It kind of depends on what you prioritize. But if I'm, commuting for an hour and a half in a day, that is less time to, I could have exercised in that time, or I could have played my violin, or I could have made a YouTube video. But I feel like, I prioritize school, so I just end up missing out on hobbies and things that I typically enjoy doing. Another thing that you could consider is fuel. So, it is a lot of miles to be driving, and, we have an electric vehicle, so we just plug the car into our house and then that's that. But, fuel is always a consideration. Housing may be cheaper really far away, but the fuel might not be, they might cancel themselves out. So keep that in mind. Yeah, anyway, I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. I thought I'd just share with you some of the pros and cons as I see them in regards to living off campus in medical school. So yeah, if I could go back, I would have lived on campus or really close, because it's been, I think it's been a lot harder living so far from campus. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, I'm biased. So yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd share this. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you in another video.